Well, Norwich got off to a flyer. They had a 2-point lead going into the match, and they scored after 2. Dale Gordon with an early warning to the Luton defence. The double lunge by Trevor Putney and Rob Johnson. The verdict, sorry Rob, own goal. Well, Norwich hadn't actually won at home for 5 weeks. Their Carrow Road jitters began to emerge again. Roy Wegerle, the former Chelsea player, equalising. Luton had only won 1 in 6 prior to the match. Norwich 1 in 4. It was Luton who struck next. Wegerle again, neat and tidy. Well, Norwich came storming back mainly through Dale Gordon and some penetrative runs, and he thoroughly deserved to get the equaliser, fed with a delightful little pass by Robert Fleck, and accomplished with a genuine touch of class. 2-2.
Now to the baseball ground, Arsenal taking the lead with a splendid goal created by David Rocastle. We saw him score in spectacular fashion on the match last week, and here he is setting it up for Michael Thomas. The Gunners a goal up in 59 minutes gone. Derby getting back into the game in slightly controversial fashion. Arsenal very unhappy about the award of the penalty. Dean Saunders with the ball in. When the ball gets headed back, a hand goes up. Lee Dixon says, "I didn't mean to do it." I feel that's a fair decision. Penalty still had to be converted. Lukic saves from McMinn. Callahan in on the rebound, and that's 1-1. Well, Derby really built up a furious head of steam at the end. Arsenal unbeaten in 7 league matches. This is Callahan teasing the Arsenal defence, and watch for a spectacular winner as the ball comes in. That's Phil G, reserve striker. Derby win it 2-1. Next week on the match, it's Arsenal against Liverpool.
Southampton 5th beforehand, Millwall 3rd. Now watch out for Graham Baker. Quick as a flash, and with a delicate finish. Baker after 10 minutes. He got one after 9 at Old Trafford last week. Well, Millwall invincible at home, and more than handy away. And Kevin O'Callaghan nipped in to equalise, as last week O'Callaghan's control really impressive. Well, Millwall took the lead early in the second half. When Cascarino's not scoring, you can usually rely on Teddy Sheringham. Teddy obliged, number 9 of the season for him. So, 2-1 Millwall. Graham Baker started the move that brought about Southampton's equaliser. The play continued through Matthew Letitia, regular scorer in recent weeks. Creator yesterday. Graham Baker extending Southampton's unbeaten run in the league to 6.
Well, Liverpool really hate the sight of Wimbledon, but they bossed the game at Anfield. Whelan set up Houghton for a Liverpool goal after 64 minutes. It all looked very easy, but shades of the cup final. A set piece, chaos in front of the Liverpool goal. Would you believe that's Stevie Nicol with an own goal just 2 minutes from time. Liverpool won, Wimbledon won.
Five games without a win for Charlton, their squad decimated through injury, against a Forest side who were extremely difficult to beat on their travels. The winner from the Forest captain, the England fullback, Stuart Pearce. And Boulder's positioning and stunned reaction suggested he was somewhat unsighted for that.
A goal too for England's other fullback, Mel Sterland, playing as a striker for Sheffield Wednesday, heading in after 34 minutes. A first win for Peter Eustace. Wednesday's first win at Ayresome Park since the war, but the Borough feel they were unlucky.
West Ham next to bottom, 1 home league win, on winning 10. Everton were hoping Tony Cottee would get his 100th league goal against his former club. He was certainly involved in the move that led to Trevor Stevens' winner, his 4th in 5 games, 3 of those penalties.
Coventry have never beaten Aston Villa in the First Division. Cyril Regis, with an early strike after 11 minutes, set them on their way. 15 minutes into the second half, a tap-in for Houchin, who got a goal at Spurs in the week as well. Villa 2 down, but they battled back, and a brilliant run from the speedy Tony Daly gave them some hope. Tap that one in, Alan McAnally. 2-1 though, the result, and Coventry still right in the picture at the top of the table.
Well, QPR don't win all that many away from home, but a mistake there enabling Spurs old boy Mark Falco to give them a great start at White Hart Lane. Spurs, of course, 4 without defeat and out of the bottom 3, but another mistake there. Guy Butters allowing Trevor Francis in at the far post to get his 7th of the season. But here comes the Spurs revival within a revival. Gaza in offside. This is Vinny Samways, and the equaliser giving Spurs 8 points out of the last 12. Chris Waddle, another Newcastle old boy, and delightfully steered into the corner. Spurs 2, QPR 2.